This is Mindfulness with Richard Clarke. I focus on mindfulness meditation. Listen, reflect, and deeply meditate. Welcome. Today I'm going to talk about the wisdom of experience. Mindfulness meditation allows you to tap into the wisdom you've gained over the years. As you age, the accumulation of life experiences naturally shapes how you see the world. Meditation in this context is like polishing the lens of your perception, helping you uncover and connect with the deep insights that come from living. When you practice mindfulness, you begin to notice how the body and mind respond to the challenges of life. You also learn to pause, allowing yourself to step back and reflect on how you handled things in the past, while opening space for new understanding. Mindfulness helps you take the knowledge you have gained from your life's information you've accumulated and bring it into your experience. This deepens into wisdom. This is the stage of life you are in now. Mindfulness helps you slow down and listen to what your experiences have taught you. By observing your thoughts, you begin to recognize patterns of reaction that may have been conditioned by past events. Maybe you've noticed how you react to stress or change with impatience or anxiety. Through regular mindfulness practice, you create space between the trigger and your response, allowing your accumulated wisdom to guide you in making healthier, more thoughtful choices. One of the key benefits of mindfulness is the ability to approach life with a calm presence. When you're mindful, you see how your experiences, even difficult ones, can become a source for growth. Life's ups and downs, successes and failures, joys and losses, all hold valuable lessons. Mindfulness encourages you to embrace these moments without judgment. Instead of getting caught up in the emotions or stories from the past, you learn to observe them with gentle awareness. This lets you engage with your experiences, drawing from the wisdom gained to inform your actions in the present moment. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily life doesn't have to be complicated. You can do it through simple practices that I've talked about, like taking a moment to pay attention to your breath, listening to the sensations of your body, or noticing your thoughts without getting swept away by them. As you do this, you can reflect on how your life experiences are influencing how you're feeling in the moment. Maybe you're feeling anxious about some upcoming change. Take a moment to breathe and ask yourself, what has life taught me about handling uncertainty? How have I successfully faced changes before? This kind of introspection helps connect your practice to the wisdom you have gained over time. Mindfulness invites you to be open and accepting, even as you reflect on mistakes or missteps. When you sit quietly and watch the flow of your thoughts, you see how every choice and action has played a part in your learning. Over time, you become more comfortable in this space of reflection, allowing both the joy and sorrow of life to guide you towards deeper understanding. Mindfulness meditation helps you engage with the wisdom of your life experiences in a meaningful way. It sharpens your awareness, encourages self-reflection, and supports you in living with a deeper sense of understanding and peace. By taking a mindful pause, you gain access to insights you have earned over the years, helping you navigate life with greater ease and wisdom. And now, a guided meditation on the wisdom of experience. Take a comfortable position and gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let your body relax into the present moment. Begin by bringing your attention to your breath. Notice the feeling and sensation of air entering and leaving your body. Let each breath bring a sense of calm and grounding. Now, bring awareness to your body. Feel your feet on the floor, your legs in the chair. Notice any sensations of warmth or coolness, any areas of tension or relaxation. As you breathe out, release the tension. As you continue to breathe mindfully, gently reflect on your life's experiences. Think of moments where you face challenges. Learn something new. Or felt a deep connection to yourself or others. Think of times where things didn't work out for you and what you learned from these. Notice any emotions or thoughts that arise without judgment. Simply observe. What lessons or insights have these experiences offered you? Let these reflections float by like clouds in the sky. With each breath, imagine drawing in the wisdom of your experiences. Feel how they've shaped you, who you are today. Exhale any tension or need to overanalyze. Just allow the wisdom to settle within you. And now, slowly bring your attention back to the room. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and carry with you a sense of calm and connection to the insights you have gained. This meditation is a reminder that the wisdom of your life is always accessible, and mindfulness can help you tap into it at any moment. So, how was your meditation last week, Barley?
Well, not as good as I want it to be, but I just love the idea of meditation.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, maybe it's that I'm just busier in my life right now than I was when I started with you, because I thought I was making a lot of progress. And then I'm not making as much, but I want to come to these Thursday sessions for sure. I'll
Uh-huh.
keep working on it. I don't expect that this is something you learn quickly. This is a lifetime
Yes, yes.
learning experience.
You
So
certainly,
I try not to be frustrated with myself.
that's good. And, it's still uh, one of the things that works for a lot of people is figuring out some kind of routine
Yeah,
that includes the meditation. It seems like that's been a thing that it doesn't fit your natural temperament.
yeah. I know so many of the things I do are on a precise schedule. So for
Uh-huh.
me to schedule my own time seems a little bit more challenging for
Well,
me. So,
well, when could you put meditation on your daily schedule?
well, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I thought I was doing well or whenever, but I can't remember now. I don't know. Jeez.
Anyway, still, my suggestion is to figure out some time, and maybe if you have all these
Yeah.
things going on in early morning time would
Hmm.
be good because that's before you get all this stuff going.
Yeah. And I know I like your idea of just moments, remembering that those moments when you
Yes.
breathe
Uh-huh.
and that counts.
Well, those moments can be precious,
Yeah.
but again, for your own kind of personal well-being. I really strongly recommend find a time.
Mhm.
And like I said, for most people, a good time is early in the morning. Some people, a good time is late in the day. But for me, especially during the years where I was getting started, doing it in the morning was uh, vital. And, and later in the day, I didn't have the energy and focus.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
Okay, okay. How about you, Doug?
Well, it has not been a good week for meditation for me. It's been more of a week for bad news from my friendly dermatologist.
Uh-huh.
So it's like a catch 22. I've got all these distractions, but I know that this is precisely when I should be meditating
Uh-huh.
to, to ease the strain.
Now, uh, this is just a funny off-the-wall suggestion, but it could help you deal with the concerns that come from the skin cancer and stuff like this. Uh, I uh, once was instructed to go to a cemetery and hang out in the cemetery and just be there and kind of meditate and see what I learned from that experience. And it is an odd thing to do, but I found it particularly effective. Because part of your concern has to be background concerns of life and death and all of this stuff that cancer brings up of any kind, even though skin cancer is more easily dealt with than a lot of others.
Right, yeah.
But anyway, just as a thought, how about going to a cemetery and hanging out for an hour and just being there with yourself, and you can meditate if you want.
Well, that's an interesting thought. And actually, there is a cemetery not too far from here,
Uh-huh.
El Paso's oldest cemetery. So,
And the other thing about cemeteries is they're usually pretty quiet places.
yeah, yes, they are.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
How are you doing, Joyce? I expect with your traveling, you're about the same as everyone else today.
Yeah, it is harder, because at home I have my schedule, and when you're in other places, your schedule is more
Yep,
dictated
yep.
by other people. I did have a couple of times this last week where I had some insomnia and everybody else was asleep, and that is a great time to meditate, but I don't
Uh-huh.
want to have insomnia every night to be able to meditate.
Mm-hmm.
I have been able to have shorter periods of meditation, like 5 or 10 minutes at the most, and which is good, but not, I
Mm-hmm.
think probably not as effective for your well-being as a longer period of meditation.
Uh-huh. So you're able
Make
to catch some moments.
Yes, it's almost like a cat nap of meditation, if I mean.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's good. And you're going to have to deal with that, it sounds like, for the next several weeks.
Yeah, yeah, that's, I mean, at home when you have your regular schedule, it's
Right.
much easier, at least for me, to say, okay, this is my time and this is, you
Right.
know,
That's just what I was talking to Barley about.
yeah,
You have this routine at home where meditation is part of your daily routine, and when you're traveling, you break all of that.
yeah. like your diet.
But, still one of the things that's good about meditating is that it helps you assimilate things. And when you're traveling, you have more to assimilate.
This is very true.
Okay. So, anyway, we're all, you know, kind of struggling in ways, but keeping at it. And that is the thing that is the most required. So I appreciate each of you keeping at it. So now we have a video. This is the music within.
This is There to Do Motivation Stories, and I'm reading from the book Nishitsu, Tibetan Buddhism Stories by Zainal, and I'll put the link down below, and I'll fixate it in the comments. The music within. The Buddhist master was invited to give a lecture at one of the famous Buddhist temples situated within the busy city of an Indian town. The master and his student were placed comfortably on the back seat of the car, and they started off from the serene mountain monastery, driving towards the city. The student could see a beautiful view of the valley. The mountain peaks covered in snow appeared straight out of an artist's book. The student pointed out the mountains to his master. "Look how beautiful these valleys are, master. It feels like heaven and earth have met." "Shh, keep quiet," replied the master. "Let me listen to music." The student was very confused. He could not hear any music the master was referring to. All he could hear was the amazing sound of the mountain clouds growling and the wind blowing across the car window. He felt happiness all over his body and mind. 2 hours into the journey, the car reached the busy city. The cars honked loudly, and people crossed hurriedly across the city to get to work or elsewhere. Everyone looked so busy and desperate to reach wherever they were going. The student once again pointed out to the master, "Master, this is chaos. Look how much anxiety and stress these people might be living in. Such a noise. It feels as if we are in hell right now." "Shh, keep quiet," replied the master. "Let me listen to music." The student was even more confused now. He had no idea which music the master was talking about. All throughout the journey, in the mountains, and now in the city. "Master, pardon me, but I cannot hear anything." "Roll up your car window," the master said. So the student rolled up the car window, and suddenly he hears a silent flute song playing in the car. "Ah, I never heard that. It is so beautiful," he says as he tries to listen carefully. The master laughs. "Well, it's been on all this while, right from the time our journey started until the end. We are just about to reach the destination. You are late, you missed it." The student looked upset, as if he had missed the great music, which his master had been enjoying all this time, all while he was busy staring and hearing the outside views and sounds. And now when he was beginning to enjoy it, they had already reached the destination. "How can we hear it again, master?" He looked very desperate. "You can hear it when starting the new journey," the monk said, looking into the eyes of his student with a smile. "The message is clear, young monk. I had been listening to it all this while, and you were busy with the sounds and sights of the outside. I had withdrawn inwards, and you were attracted outwards. Your views and sights kept changing in your entire journey. Some made you amazingly happy, and some made you extremely upset. And that is what the outside world and life is all about. I saw everything, yet my focus was inwards, on the music. Just like rolling up the car window made you cut out all that noise, and you could hear the music within. Similarly, when you learn the art of withdrawing your mind from the events of the outside world and go deep into the silence of the inward, you will see a beautiful music is playing there, something only you can hear. It is playing inside each one of us, behind the deafening silence of nothingness. Go inward. A song is playing. You see, in life, in your life, this journey that we are all on has its ups and downs, but don't live from the outside to the inside. Live from the inside to the outside. Go inward, and you too can hear a beautiful song that is playing. This is Dare to Do Motivation Stories. Thank you so much for watching, and stay blessed.
All right. And now we are going to take a few minutes for silent meditation. Mindfulness is present moment awareness, paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally. Fully receive whatever is experienced, then let it go. And now a chant. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Peace. 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 Well, I had a good meditation.
I did too. Thank you. Thank you for that time of peace, as we'll say.
I like the video. It reminded me something. Uh, was something I knew but had forgotten.
Uh-huh.
It's always good to be reminded. Don't forget.
Yes. And certainly the music that he's speaking of, the peace that he is speaking of, is something that is there all the time. You just have to get your mind out of the way.
True.
You know, your mind is busy looking outside yourself for, what's going to make me happy next. And as long as you're looking outside yourself like that, then you're not going to feel the sense of peace. The peace is inside, and the more you stop looking outside, the greater is the peace. Anyway, have good meditation in the next week, and we'll see you. And thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. You want deeper meditation, more peace, more happiness. Subscribe now to continue to find ways to get more from your meditation.